Hey everybody, welcome back to Beyond the Beard with me, Born Bearded Dave. How is everybody doing tonight? Got a few people coming in. We're going to go ahead and hold off on saying the hellos for just a few minutes. Let some more people roll in, and we will say hi to everybody. Couple announcements of what's coming up this weekend. You guys don't want to miss it. I'm going to get that out there as well. Tonight, we're just going to get into a few things. We're going to talk about, I don't know, we'll bring up things like how do you reset your bad days, what to do when your mind won't shut off, the pressure to always be good. We got a few subjects to talk about tonight, but as always, we will go with the chat, see how the chat is going, and we'll follow the direction. And seems to work out pretty well that way. I'm gonna go ahead and start saying hi to everybody coming in. Oh, I forgot to highlight that one. That one's kind of important. Where did it go? There it is. All right, everybody. So first in, and according to my time, looks like at 4:37 this morning, my time. Of course, that's what 7 o'clock Eastern. But we got Chris. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well. Got that dump truck going on. Stanley, appreciate you being here, brother. Jeff Harmon, hope everything is going well. Lions Mane, appreciate you being here as always. And of course, Dave, Dottie, AA, Ron, and Alicia, which I believe they're going to be coming in here in just a bit as far as into the chat. Lewis, appreciate you being here. And of course, where there is one, there is the other. Kiki, appreciate you being here. Romy, how you doing today, brother? Hope everything is going well. And we have Miss K. Babe, appreciate you being here as always. All right. Where am I? Looks like we still got people rolling in. RJ, appreciate you being here, brother. I just wanted to say thank you for the kind words and advice when I reached out to you. Anytime, man. I absolutely love to be able to talk to people and just kind of give them my input. And and I kind of always start off letting you guys know I am not a doctor, but you know what? I do have an ear and I'm a pretty good listener. And if there's something I can do to kind of guide you in the right ways, then I would. I'm more than happy to help in any way that I can. We got a few more people coming in. I'm kind of checking you guys as you roll in, and I will continue to say hi. Let's see. We got Jacob. Appreciate you being here, brother. Viking Papa. Appreciate you being here. Randall Crunk. Hope you're doing well. Tony. Great to see you, brother. And Damien. Just Damien Griffiths. Okay. Hi, Dave from California. How you doing? I am doing well. How are you doing today? And are you saying you're from California or just saying hi, Dave from California? What's up? Oh, both. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Hope everybody is having a great day today. As always, what we're going to start off with here soon. Let's see. And this is where we're going to start off, people. The beginning of the show. Let's start off with what are your wins for the week? I had 3 great beard days in a row. Still have a trim planned on Thursday to get an inch or two off. I need a shape up along with the bottom, anyways, and get off some dead to get some dead nonsense off. There you go, brother. I tell you what, man. You brought up some really good points last week on the bearded kin. It was. I hope you got enough information out there to where we were able to at least kind of steer you in the right direction. I know there was a lot of information, so sometimes that happens. kind of an information overload. We got Ray Smokey in. Ray, appreciate you being here, brother. And I guess I won't ignore her as much today. Alicia, appreciate you being here. Hope you and AA Ron are having a great night tonight. Jess, appreciate you being here. I hope all is going well. Jacob, yep, I'm gonna look into that and get with Miss K as well. In fact, I believe she's got my other account as well, so she'll be looking into that as well. Abe, appreciate you being here. All right, think we are caught up so far. All right, everybody, what are your wins for this week? I know we're kind of going from Saturday to Tuesday, but if you missed Saturday, would really like to hear what your wins are. Um, we got a couple more that came in. Rob, appreciate you being here, brother. As always, hope that you're doing well. Mike, appreciate you being here. We're going to catch everybody else as they come in. Do have a few things we want to break into discussion over here in a bit. Let's see. Big Stu, appreciate you being here, brother. I can't see Rob's name without thinking of Rover now. Excuse me, guys. Just a second. And that one snuck up on me. Oh, Jacob, I did see the message come through on Dave's account. I will take care of that ASAP. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Abe said he's got 6 avocado trees planted today. Very nice. Gonna have to send me over some avocados when you get when you get a chance. One of the best typos ever. All right. Get Rover instead of Robert. Rob. Yep. Let's see. Think we are caught up here. We have started on the end of school year stuff. Was able to get done all that needed to be on top of my regular work. Very nice. Kind of feels good to be caught up and get a little bit ahead, huh? Send me all the guac, please. Yeah, see, that's it. That right there is it, Chris. Now, I do love guac. I can't just do plain avocado, though. I got to have some stuff with it, some seasoning with it. Let's see. Drew Norberco, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well. Man, to tell you that call last night was awesome. Yeah, really enjoyed that phone call last night. Yeah, we got to catch up more. Uh, Lions Bay delivery arriving tomorrow. Can't wait to try it. Thanks, brother Tony. That's awesome. Let's see. How's everybody doing? Digging isn't a fun job. No, let's see. I'm bitless from digging today. I can imagine. How many trees did you say you put in? It was a few, right? Trying to stay caught up here. Miss K says, Randall, so glad I'm not licensed to run a shovel. Right. All right, guys. So, real quick, we got 21 people rocking in here. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Tuesday evening, midweek, late night. And I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. If you wouldn't mind, and if you forgot, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Let's let YouTube know that you value what you're watching and you appreciate the content. That really helps with the analytics a ton, as well as if you guys know anybody that likes this kind of content, you guys know anybody that might be able to get something out of this, whether it's for their beard, whether they're looking for a good place to come in and feel comfortable about reaching out for their mental health, guys. Share this out. We are at 907 subscribers so far. We are currently on that road to 1,000, and it's I'm really happy about that. So let's see. I think I missed. Nope, I didn't miss Alicia. I don't think. Really appreciate it. And there you go. Jake, my win for the week, I got out into the woods and hunted some turkeys. There you go, man. Just being able to get out and enjoy the wilderness and just kind of do something that helps your mind reset. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I was thinking about, and I may actually do that tomorrow. I was thinking about going down to the range and um, going ahead and getting my membership renewed. It's been a long time since we've been out to the range, and I'm really looking forward to getting back out there again. My win is that uh, I got to go on to Baker's show and was able to drop the Oogasm review tonight. Awesome. Lewis, appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah, it was a good show. Mike Walk Empire grows. Yeah, 6 trees today, 3 more tomorrow. And yeah. Yeah. Now, if you're talking guac, that's probably just enough trees to keep me filled up on guac for a while. So, I don't foresee you having extra, but if you do, hey, I like guac. Jay, brother, appreciate you be here. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the yep, yep. It not lately. You've kept me off the edge a little bit. Definitely know where you're going there, Jay, brother. Appreciate you being here. Hope everything's going well. They are grabbing Lala and getting home. 5-1 drop is coming. Definitely look forward to that, guys. As always, in true North fashion, their anniversary drops are huge, and I've never really heard anybody be disappointed at anything they've gotten from their anniversary drops. So definitely be ready to check that stuff out. Yeah, we got that chat going up on a Tuesday night. You definitely do, guys. And this is where I was talking about, hey, guys, I do have a few things to kind of break into today. But you know what? I go with the chat. If the chat is flowing, we got things going, and I'll throw in a thing here and there and just kind of see about getting your guys' input on it. But if not, then hey, I'm completely content having a conversation with you guys as well. Thank you all content creators. Yeah, your True North reviews mean the world to us. And I'll tell you guys, if True North is rocking with you, you're doing something right. There's several companies in here that really help push the content and uh, really help us content creators. And I would tell you though, man, Chris, he's on it. He's always sharing. He's always pushing. Always commenting, and it's very, very much appreciated. I've heard of Haas avocados. I have. I have heard of Haas avocados. Alicia sister. Sorry, I'm halfway through those Ways energy drinks jamming. What do you think about that particular flavor? You got the pomegranate peach, right? No major wins for me to announce, but gears are slowly turning. She got some irons in the fire, and I will say, guys, just in typical busy bee style, watch out because she has every intention on succeeding and doing something that she loves to do. Um, and I have no doubt in my mind that she's gonna get there. So I heard when we hit 20 likes, Dave shakes his dump truck. Do with that as you will. Well, I'm kind of sitting on it today, and it's been a week, so I don't know if the energy is there to shake it much, but I'll move it around in the chair. How's that? Drink them all before you get get the koozie. Oh, favorite food, man. That's a hard one. But I tell you what, I am gonna mark that one, and we will get back into that one for the food segue that we always tend to run into. Dropping in to say hi, gotta get some shut eye. Y'all have fun. But appreciate you being here, brother, and have a good night. I believe you were saying that you have to be up early, so I appreciate you taking the time to jump in, brother. Kiki, I don't have a win to be honest. Some old, same old. Just been super busy, school, work, kids, and doing it solo. Yep, yep. Let's see. Uh, yeah, they're so good. No sugar, 5 calories, and there was no crash. Uh, doing very nice. Berries, flavor is superb. Yeah, I think I did like that one, but I think the lime really hit me. And that may be because have been in the past an avid Mountain Dew drinker, and I think that just kinda hit that citrusy hit for me. Pud, enjoy your stud slumber. Shaking like a Polaroid picture. Yep, yep. I'm sure we're definitely gonna get to that food segue. Stanley says, "I'm here, but not here." Well, brother, appreciate you being here and showing up, and, hey, we're here for you, brother. Night Pud, y'all know a mental health song by Outkast. Hey Y'all was a mental health song about Outkast, a song by Outkast. I definitely have to check it out because I know I'm gonna know as soon as I start to hear it. Dave, do you live in California? I live in California, about 30 minutes out of San Francisco. Yeah, we do. We live up uh northern Central Valley. We are probably about 20 minutes away from Yosemite. We're up here in the sticks a little bit. Right, Jay? Lemon, pomegranate, peach, and lime are my favorites. I haven't tried the straight up peach though. All right. All right. Loving it, guys. Appreciate you guys sharing your feedback and sharing your wins for this week and wins for the day even. Let's see. Your wife grew up in Santa Rosa? Yeah, I believe I remember you saying that. I believe it's you and Viking Papa that I tend to get mixed up with which one is which. I know you both, and I know you both individually, but as far as time in California things, I know Viking Papa's been in California quite a bit too. That's awesome. In Santa Rosa, oh man, we're what, a couple hours away from Santa Rosa? 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah. All right, guys. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and start bringing it in tonight. Like I mentioned, tonight's gonna be one of those nights. Not gonna be too heavy, but real. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about the stuff that we all deal with, not just you know, just we don't always say it out loud. So for the first thing that I want to bring up is how do you reset a bad day? I know we talked about this a little bit in the past, but let's go ahead and bring in some points. We got some new people in here, and I think them getting this info from you guys, from the community, definitely helps. We've all had those days where nothing goes right. So here's the question: do you let a bad moment turn into a bad day? Or do you catch it early? Most of us don't even realize when it's happening, right? One thing goes wrong and it just kind of stacks up. For me, sometimes it's simple. just a shower, a reset, and a beard routine. You know, just slowing things down a little bit. Um, it's not just about fixing the day. Sometimes it's about stopping the spiral, right? As we get stuck in those days where things just start happening and it just kind of starts snowballing. Sometimes just slowing down a little bit, taking the time to slow down and reset your day can get you out of that spiral. So, what do you guys do to reset? And, and do you guys think that you can actually turn a bad day around? Let's see. Oh, my wins is my daughter. I've got a school leader at school, and my 15-year-old son is top 20 globally for jujitsu. Nice. Very nice. Congratulations on that, Jay. My wins is I didn't get more injured on Saturday when I got injured. Uh, it was only an ear cut. What's a good one? Oh, man. Yeah, haven't heard about that one, brother. So stay safe. Glad you're okay and everything is good. Rob says tries not to let it turn into a bad day. That that's not always successful. Understandable. Understandable. A hot bath, shower, PJs, comfort movie, show with Dave can fix just about any bad mood. I appreciate that, babe. One thing I've learned if I'm having a bad day, don't take it out on other people. Right. Absolutely. And that's one of the main reasons. And I think that's that could be I think that could be seen as part of that spiral, right? We get in that spiral to where, we've had it just kind of adds on even the little things that aren't going quite right. And it just kind of sets our mood and we get into that spiral of, my attitude now is feeding this day. And sometimes we just need to find a way to reset and get it to where it's not spiraling out of control, especially if we're taking it out on others. I don't think any of us ever intend on taking it out on anybody else, but sometimes it happens. That old saying, "Misery loves company." Sark. Go. J Farm, appreciate you being here, brother. Let's see. Nicholas, appreciate you being here. I start cussing things out. I've turned my mood around by breaking valuable things. I have a slight problem that I can control most days, but a while since I've cost myself a lot of loot, at least. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody needs to find a healthy and safe way to end that spiral. Like I was mentioning, even if that's going out to the range and squeezing off a few rounds, or um, you know, taking a shower, getting relaxed, reading a good book, just kind of reset your day a little bit. Something as simple as getting into your beard and figuring out what scent that you want to wear for the day. Scents are very subjective, but you know what? They also trigger our moods too. So, like, do I want more of a lavender to help me relax? Do I want something to where, I can put this in and feel that self-conscious feeling that I'm feeling today isn't there because I feel that I look good and that I smell good. It's the little things that we can do, right? I like a good walk in a thunderstorm with headphones. What a reset. Yep. Well, Jake, you can start walking around over here. We did have a thunderstorm warning here today. I think it's decided to stop raining for about 20 minutes, so we'll see how that goes. Chris says he focuses on being present and focusing on the things that can control rather than what has happened or feeding into a potential spiral. Right. But it's sneaky how that spiral just kind of sneaks in there sometimes, right? Sometimes we get in that spiral, we don't even know we're in it until we take that 5 minutes, just kind of step back and realize that we're in it. Oh, brother, 11 stitches. Well, you know what? I'm glad they were able to stitch whatever needed to be stitched. That's always a plus. Yeah, hope everything is going well, and I'm really glad that you're okay. Minus the stitches, I'm really glad that you're okay, brother. The goal is to let the moment pass and make the rest of the day a good day. But no matter whether it's a bad minute, hour, morning, or day, we can always reset and make it good going forward. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Let's see. I'm here, not long. Sorry, work in the AM. Baker, appreciate you stopping in, brother, and taking the time to say hi. Appreciate you being here, and completely understand having to work in the morning. I am off for the next 2 days. Well, off the 40 hour. Now I got to. I'm gonna go in tomorrow to get my hair's trimmed up a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna get back home and try to work on getting some videos recorded tomorrow and get those set up and ready to go. Yeah, absolutely. Glad to hear it wasn't worse, Rob. 11 stitches in the ear. Wow. Yup. Romy, have you ever tried one of those rage rooms? I gotta tell you, I've actually considered it, just to kind of see what it would be like. Valhar, appreciate you being here, Veronica, and thank you for stopping in. Hope you all have a good evening. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being in and just making your presence known. Really appreciate you. Let's see. If I'm having a bad day, I stay away from everyone and do damage control, 100% and retail therapy. Right. It's and sometimes it's what we need is what we need. You feel yourself getting to that point to where it's not getting better and you just can't focus enough to get that reset happen. Sometimes just getting out, taking a walk, getting some alone time, whether that's 5 minutes or 20 minutes, will help you kind of breathe it in and figure out where you're at and what you can and can't control when it comes to things that are going on. Glad you're okay in the end, Rob. That's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Absolutely. Been guilty of retail therapy, and I didn't even realize that's what it was. I was doing until later. Let's see. I want one of those pool rain therapy sessions. That sounds pretty good too. We've been talking about going to a oh, what are those called, hun? The zero gravity, one of those float spas. Uh, sensory deprivation. That's it. Seriously considering doing that. I really want to see how it's gonna make me feel. Never done a rage room, but I want to because breaking sounds fun. When it's not mine, there you go. Jay, not the same, but we should try the float spa when you come to visit, right? When I used to deliver appliances, the old ones, I used to take their items and then see how much damage I could do. Yeah. I wonder if they have road rage courses where you can mow things people down in your vehicle. Nope, pretty sure that's still legal in most states. Probably all of them. First time I did a float spa was in San Diego in 16 inch after powerlifting comp. It was amazing. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Definitely interested in trying it. Float spa, DM me K. Rob, did you lace them with tannerite? That Yep. Yeah, you've seen the good, bad, and the ugly when it comes to tannerite. I want to try beach fishing down here in southern Texas. A different method of fishing, very relaxing. Right, and that's something I used to love doing too, is going fishing. We haven't been in a while. We'll get the fishing license, we'll go a couple times, and then we just kinda slips our mind to do so. But I always enjoyed, even when we were younger, we mentioned that Papa Sofa was a night owl. Definitely was, and one of those things that we would do is we would take off probably around, 5:30 in the evening, right before it got, I was still had time to walk out to wherever it was that we were gonna sit and fish all night, and, Papa Sofa, cowboy up and raised bearded, we would sit out there damn near until the sun came up the next morning, just going out there and just doing some night fishing, relaxing and conversation, and yeah. Let's see. Although I'm not confirming or denying that we contemplated it. Frowned upon in Massachusetts. Yeah, 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 it is here too, which shouldn't surprise anybody that it's frowned upon here. Dave likes to stand and pace the bank while he fishes. It drives me nuts. I prefer to cast and then sit my butt in a camp chair and wait for good music and drink. But and I don't mind doing that, but I do like to um yeah, I do like using crankbaits and things like that. So I will, walk along the shoreline and do that. And when it starts getting later, that's when I'll sit down with some bait and relax and yep. Won't make you confess anything on the internet. Yeah, you do that, it's here forevers, right? Well, and that's cool. I mean, if there's a way that you can turn your day around, that's what it's about, though, right? Uh, what do you do when your mind don't shut off? Do you ever lay down and your brain just won't stop? You know, Sometimes the nighttime is the worst for some people. There's no distraction. You're just there in your thoughts. There's a difference between thinking and overthinking. Um, One helps and the other one just drains you. Um, some people need that silence, but some people need a little bit of noise, music, TV, background, some background sound, or, just complete quiet. Which one are you guys? Some people need the silence, some people need the noise, music, TV, background sounds, or just complete quiet. Which one are you guys? And when does your mind run the most? Does it run the most during the silence or, when it's noisy? I usually stay awake all night when that happens. You can shut off your mind. Yeah, that's what they tell me. Just get it to where it's in a relaxed state where you're not just thinking and overthinking all night. That happens, Dave, more than I'd like to admit. Those are the days I seclude until I'm not murdered. Yep. Need noise for sure. Yep. Hey, there's a pretty good one right there. I use a fireplace on the TV and talk to God. I like to have a convo. Uh, Talk his ear off, hey, and it works. It's finding what works for you. Sometimes those things are sitting on our mind and we got to get them out. Um, Absolutely understand. Sometimes when the mind is racing, can't sleep, so I just get up and have a nice cup of coffee. Yep. And yes, it got cool enough here to where we decided, hey, we got a box of wood left over that we haven't used yet that we bought in January. So we're just gonna go ahead and use it over here in April, and yeah, so we got a fire going currently. And you're right, it is peaceful. So when does your mind run the most? Let's see. Stanley, brother, appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. Anybody try frequency listening? You know, um, I know a buddy of mine actually he was doing that for a while. There were different frequency tones that he would listen to. You have your white noise, and I think there's white noise, brown noise, stuff like that. And I believe he was really looking into that for a while. I've had success with guided meditation before, but I can't seem to get the same effort on my own. Right? Yeah. At night. Yep. It might be April, but we've got a freeze warning here. Yeah, see, we're right in between our two seasons here in California, between hot and cold, and it just figured, we just need a couple more little quick rain days before it turns to triple digits. It depends on my night sleep previous night. Usually, the worse sleep I get, the mind ADHD runs too much, right? Right. Frequency only helps me when I need to focus and get work done, not to settle down. Okay. I just put Gokhan on YouTube, bam, asleep. Right. And again, guys, it's not because he's boring. It's just that he has that soothing voice and those stories. You can kind of really just kind of wrap yourself into some of those stories. So, yep, I completely get that. Knife for me too. When I truly can't shut my brain off at night, it's usually because I'm extremely anxious, upset about some, or really excited about something. Right. I think that's all of us to a point. I mean, how many of us remember as a kid, not being able to sleep because Christmas, was in the morning. Santa Claus was coming. So hyped up and excited that you couldn't sleep. And yeah, it's the same way when you're overly anxious about something or you're upset about something too. Yep, he's very calming too. Absolutely agree. Baker, me too, and Dave. Uh, admit it. But I look down there where I can actually. I'll admit it. Like even now, I'm sleepy. They're both therapeutic. No, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I've heard that a couple times before. So thank you so much. Let's see. Uh, how many times a day? Now this and this could be an estimate for you guys. This one's labeled, the pressure to always be good. Um, how many times do you say I'm good? How many times a day do you say I'm good? And you don't even think about it. It's just automatic. Um, the pressure to just be fine at work, at home, or anywhere. Honestly, sometimes you're not bad, but you're not good either. You know, you're just kind of one of those not bad, not good. You're just just normal. Um, and there's not really space for that middle ground. Do you feel like you always got to be the strong one, or when was the last time you actually felt relaxed instead of felt like you had to be good? Or, you know, is that making sense to you guys? Do you always feel like you have to be good? That pressure to just be fine, whether you're at work, home, or anywhere else. I mean, sometimes you're just not bad, and sometimes you're not doing really good either. You're just kind of there. Do you always feel like you got to be the strong one? Do you feel like you're the one that always has to be, good? A lot of us, how you doing? I'm all right. And it takes the, how are you really doing? For us to really break into it. Uh, I have a lot of going on. I have a lot going on in my head. I try to work myself till I'm so tired that I can sleep no matter what. Definitely get that. Well, I work in retail, so I say it at least 24 times a day. That's out of reflex, though, not pressure, right? I just give it a look if I'm not good. Me, no one ataki, which we all know is not like me. So have to be bad. Right, right. I know that I'm like that. I say I'm good when I'm not. I guess not to worry others. I guess it comes from when you're the oldest child. Yeah, yeah. And we're not. I don't think it's. I don't think we're trying to convince ourselves. I think we're just trying to get into that space, that headspace of I'm good. We don't want others to worry about us. We don't want others. We're not doing really good, but not doing really bad. But we don't want to get in the middle of a conversation that's can turn that one way or the other. So definitely agree. I usually throw a fake it until I make it, or until I'm out of work and can unleash. Yep. And finding that healthy way to do so. That's kind of the way to do it. Yep. Yep. I lie through my teeth on a regular and say I'm all good. Katie, appreciate you being here. And that's exactly it. It is okay to not be okay sometimes. Sometimes just realizing that you're not is is healthy because then you can say, okay, what can I do myself to reset and kind of what we were talking about earlier. What can I do to reset my mood and to kind of reset my day? Yeah. Hey, ladies. Them just numb to it all. It's quite hard for me to truly open up. And right? It's like that for a lot of people. A lot of it's like that for a lot of us guys, not just the guys, but the ladies too, to really um, feel comfortable in opening up. Yep. Brewer, appreciate you being here, Mike. How is your day going tonight, sir? Hope everything is going well. Let's see. Brewer. Yep, yep. Spent 3 hours mowing the other day. Mowing is my time. I regroup myself. There you go. Break valuable items. No, no. Ooh, smashy, smashy might help. Well, you might have somebody there with you, Romy. All right. All right, guys. So we had Lewis ask, Dave, what is your favorite food? And I've been sitting here thinking about it. It's really hard to say. I mean, there's quite a bit of foods that I really do like. I love Mexican food. I love barbecue. And it's hard to say what my favorite is. How about you guys? Do you guys have a favorite food out there? And I knew this one was gonna come up as soon as I asked the question and I saw her in here. I knew it was gonna come up. Pickles. Let's see. I half expected hot dogs though. With Katie. I usually grab just being piss me off. Yeah, I yeah. I don't open up fully to many. It feels too risky, honestly. Not because I have to be okay. I don't know. I can't exactly articulate it. Yep, I get that too. Sometimes you don't understand why you're not able to open up. And uh, maybe it's things in the past when you've tried to open up. Maybe it's you know, and the outcome of it didn't turn out right, or there's multiple reasons as to why that could be. I set you up. How did I do that? One of the things I do is race my car on the back roads. Makes myself feel better. Right. Yep. Yep. Pickles and pineapples must be mentioned. Yep. Namely brisket. Yeah, I do like brisket. It's a rich meat. So I won't say it's my favorite, but I will say that it is good though. Pizza. Pizza for sure. Feel like I was Italian before. Mexican food and Panera are my faves. Pickles is not my favorite type. That is me. Uh, as my guess is your favorite. Okay. 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 Well, I think we all know it's like hot dogs or corn dogs or something anyway. So just wanted to throw out a pickle. Opening up and getting hurt. Yep. And and sometimes that happens. It's finding the right person to open up to. It's finding that It's finding that voice, that ear to listen, that somebody that will listen to what you have to say. 'Cause sometimes that's all we really need is just talk it out and have somebody listen. And, sometimes that happens, and it's but if you're talking to somebody and you're talking to the right person, it's one of those things, it takes time to for that trust to build to be able to do so. Excuse me, everybody. Barbecue, yep. Okay, it's hard to trust when people have yep, I agree, I agree. And I don't think there's anybody in here that hasn't, you know, felt like, that hasn't felt like they've been betrayed by somebody that they thought they can trust. I don't think there's one person in here that can, say they haven't been in that situation. So, of course, that caution is always gonna be in the background, in the back of your mind when things like that happen, which I think is one reason why it's hard for people to open up. Damn it, Romy. Yeah, I know you said, you eat clean, but I don't know, man. Corn dogs and elotes? Yeah. Hey, speaking my language, then, now that is pretty good. Steak is my number 1. Katie, heard you were a hot dog queen. How many hot dogs can you eat in a minute? Rob, definitely, not even being hurt by everyone necessarily, but that too. Sometimes I've just said too much to the wrong person before and wish I hadn't told that person that particular thing. Yep. Yep. And I think it's those things that kinda make us hesitant to, uh, that kinda set in the back of our mind too that, when things get bad enough to where we start considering therapy, I think that's one of those things that kinda sets in the back of our mind too is, we've told people things, and how much trust do you have to have, in somebody, even a therapist, before you are able to say the things that you need to say? I think messing with drivers, especially when they have a student driver on them. Yeah. Oh, you're one of those, Baker. Probably half of one, maybe. Right. Cause sometimes in the back of the mind, you fear the person would hurt you by telling somebody else potentially. Right. Right. Got a multi conversation here going on here, guys, and I'm okay with it. And it does feel risky, especially if that's ever happened before. And like I said, I think it's happened to everybody at some point in time. Yep. I have trust issues, but I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. It's still a work in progress, right? Right. Can't really narrow it down to one food item. See, I'm right there with you, Stanley. And that's it. One little change a day. It all adds up. All right. Absolutely. We're work in progress. Today we don't. Absolutely. Baker, I think I saw you behind us the other day. You in Ohio Monday? All right, guys. So we do have thunderstorm warnings and everything going on tonight, and that's about the time that my internet likes to kick off. So I do want to cut tonight's just a little bit short. I do appreciate you guys being here. And we're going to continue on with this discussion probably this coming next Tuesday. But there are a couple of little things I want to get out. So the 25th, Saturday, on the Bearded Kin, we have Justin Chatham coming in. He is really big on the 22 a day foundation. So he's going to come in and we're going to talk to him, get some stories out of him about the foundation and just kind of talk to him about his story, whatever he's willing to share. Um, we had about a 10-15 minute conversation with him the other day. Seems like a really good guy. Bob and Terry Luis have introduced us, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation, guys. So the 25th, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Bearded Kin. We will have him as a guest, and we're really looking forward to it. Um, do you have to stream until the end? No, no, not tonight, sir. Let's see. I'll watch the replay tomorrow. Uh, big black truck with front plate that says, Baker. Is what I mean by risky. I like to vet people before I open up at all. Let them show me their true colors first. And sometimes that takes a while. Sometimes that takes a while, guys. It's I mean, it could take a long time to really see somebody's true colors, and but certain things can really push that out. And you know, absolutely get it. Uh, what if it doesn't go out exactly? Yeah, we're not doing another 24 hour. Unless it's one of these, and we could do a 24-hour sleep stream. But I got to warn you guys, you know, I snore, and I'm not just a quiet, stand still kind of or lay still kind of sleeper. I toss and turn. So need a lazy boy for that stream, right? All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. We've been on for about an hour tonight, which is not bad, but I was able to get a few things out. Saturday night, we will have AA Ron on with, as well as Justin Chatham. So mark your calendars. Let's not forget to join in. Let us show Justin what this community is about, and let's show up, hear his story, and show some support for what he's got going on. And until then, guys, remember your mental health is a priority. Your happiness is absolutely essential, and your self care is a necessity. So until Saturday, I will see you guys at 9 p.m. Saturday Eastern Time on this channel. Love you guys.